I'm pretty sure this is the place.
So what happened to Brian in the end?
Well... Hey, look! There's the car Bennett rented.
Bennett? Wait a minute. Brian was trying to escape because you were gonna send him to jail.
Incorrect. He escaped because he overheard a phone call where I was making unrelated accusations about a patient who's pretending to be insane. Jacob Kurgan. Brian, on the other hand, is innocent. Basco did not kill Colonel Kordsmeyer. The recordings I took of his hypnotherapy sessions demonstrated from a clinical perspective, but unfortunately that is not enough to convince the jury to find him innocent, which is why we are here now, at Lieutenant Colonel Jerome D. Chapman's house.
Chapman? Wasn't he Kordsmeyer's second in command?
I'm out of here.
The one who killed himself during Brian's trial?
Well, yes and no. My theory is that he didn't commit suicide. Instead, whoever's behind all this treachery most likely murdered him.
And you think we'll find some clues here to back up your story?
Exactly. Plus, Chapman called Judge Whitley the day before he died. He wanted to meet with her to discuss something important. I don't know what it could be, but perhaps we'll find some answers in this house.
Doctor, I still need you to answer a few questions, but believe me, I'm on your side.
All right. You look around down here, and I'll search around upstairs.
Hey, you think the hot water's working here? If I don't get a shower, those clues are going to escape from me. A nice hot shower, a fresh, clean outfit that's a bit more casual. Man, this must be where they found Chapman's body. Freaky. The best I can do is ignore it while I search for clues to prove Chapman didn't kill himself, as well as the supposed message he was trying to get to the judge. Come on, Gina, get down to investigating.
Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Runaway, przewrotny los. Rozpoczynamy rozdział 3 i powracamy do Giny. Znajdujemy się w domu Chapmana, okej, no dobra, w takim razie się tutaj rozejrzyjmy i sprawdźmy, czy znajdziemy jakieś dowody na to, że Chapman nie popełnił samobójstwa, czy tam popełnił. Co my tutaj mamy? Kij baseballowy.
Chapman died of a gunshot to the head, and there were no other signs of violence. So this bat can't be used as a clue in the investigation. No, I'm not going to pretend to be a baseball player or a psychopath.
Ale wyglądasz jak bejsbolistka. Nawet masz bejsbolówkę na głowie. Wyglądasz o wiele lepiej niż w tamtym stroju. Rękawice bokserskie.
I don't know much about boxing, but from the design, they seem pretty old.
Okej, coś mogłem jednak zabrać do ekwipunku. Mamy jakieś zdjęcie.
You can see Chapman was a natural-born athlete. Whoever killed him must have been very careful about it.
No, nie chciałbym mieć z nim starcia, ale dobra, wziąłem jakieś rękawice.
I'm almost certain they're the ones Chapman used during his days in the ring.
I w sumie tylko tyle. Co ja w ogóle mam w ekwipunku? Mam list.
Bennett gave it to me before my shower. It's a photocopy of the suicide note they found next to Chapman's body. It says, "To the Honorable Judge Lutricia C. Whitley, I beg the Lord Almighty to forgive me for what I am about to do, but I beg even more for justice to be restored in the United States of America, a country which seems to have given up on it without remorse. What's the use of defending your country if your country won't defend you? What good did 40 years of service and a perfect record do for Colonel Nathaniel H. Kordsmeyer? How is it that a disgusting murderer like Brian Basco can slip through the cracks of the justice system by making up a simple lie and that phony amnesia? I sincerely hope that this gesture of mine, disgracing myself and losing my honor, can at least help make sure that people like you, Your Honor, change your mind when you rule on this case and make the right decision. I hope you put the murderer where he belongs and justice back in its place. God have mercy on my soul."
Gość ewidentnie twierdził, że Basco jest winny. Dobra. Mogę wyjść z domku na zewnątrz, mogę udać się do łazienki, mogę udać się na piętro. Mogę spojrzeć na fotel. Okej, no widzę, że mamy tutaj kilka rzeczy do obczajenia.
Looks comfy. Just like that? With all the work I have left? No, I'll have to make up some excuse before I can do that.
Jestem ciekaw, kiedy ostatni raz sprzątali w tym domu, bo latają jakieś muchy. Więc musi tutaj, nieludzko śmierdzieć.
Well, if I really have to. Kordsmeyer's Slayer faces maximum sentence. Damn the press. What do they know about the Slayer? It brings back nothing but bad memories. Better just leave it there.
Popatrz na fotel. Fotel bujany.
Oh, old Granny Timmons had one just like it. Okay, I'll start training for retirement.
Jak taki konik na biegunach. Szczerze powiedziawszy, mi by było niewygodnie na takim fotelu. Bujać się tam i z powrotem?
Okie doke, had enough of that.
Zdecydowanie wolę swój stabilny fotel.
Wow, was Chapman a major bookworm or what? Good idea. But besides looking through it, the time has come to do a full, in-depth ransacking of this room.
Rewizja osobista. W sumie to jak Gina przeszuka cały pokój, to chyba nie ma sensu oglądać tego wszystkiego ponownie. W sensie przeklikiwać wszystko.
I must not be on the right track. I've looked everywhere, but I haven't found a single thing that resembles a clue. This is going to be harder than I expected.
Ale czy w ogóle znalazłaś cokolwiek, co byśmy mogli zabrać do ekwipunku, na przykład narzędzia kuchenne?
No, none of them would be of any use to me.
No w końcu.
Oh, wait. This one might be nice, actually.
Wziąłem klapkę na muchy. W końcu, bo już mnie naprawdę ten dźwięk doprowadzał do szaleństwa.
I already had too much tonight on our way over here, but maybe I could make some for Bennett. Nah, I'll ask him if he wants some later. I already had too much tonight on our way over here, but maybe I could make some for Bennett. Nah, I'll ask him if he wants some later.
Gina, ja się bardzo chętnie napiję kawki. Jeżeli mi zrobisz, będę ci naprawdę wdzięczny. Mimo tego, że jest godzina 18.
Nice still life he's got sitting on top. When I did my general rummaging in the room, I also opened the fridge. It's empty and turned off. I spent all night driving, and Gabbo only let me rest for an hour or two, so I'd better not stare at it for too long. It's not that I wouldn't love to, but I can't sleep now.
Nie mogę teraz spać. No dobra, wydaje mi się, że w tym pokoju już się wszędzie rozejrzałem. Więc wyjdę sobie na tylny ganek. O, jest studnia, zamknięta na kłódkę.
There was a similar one back at my folks' place. It's locked with a padlock.
Będę pewnie potrzebował klucza. A z tej studni wyjdzie taka biała dziewczynka z włosami zasłoniętymi na twarzy. O, dobra, okej. Nieważne. Idź do przodu domku.
They look like Douglas firs. I don't want to get too far away from the cabin.
Nie mogę się oddalać zbyt daleko. O, jest mostek. A ja mogę spojrzeć pod mostek. Widać, że koryto jest wyschnięte i zarośnięte, pełno kamieni, pełno zielska.
The riverbed is completely dry, but what's that there? Well, I guess now's the time to put my exotic dancing skills to the test.
No nieźle wysportowana.
Awesome, a wire cutter.
Szczypce mogą mi się przydać. Znaczy, wątpię, żebym tymi szczypcami przyciął tą kłódkę. Ale w sumie to warto spróbować. Tu już nic więcej nie mogę kliknąć. Okej. Poczekajcie, wyjdę sobie na zewnątrz. Zajdę sobie to od tyłu i zobaczę, czy będę mógł tego użyć na kłódce.
I doubt I could. The padlock is much thicker and harder than a wire or cable.
No właśnie, to jednak nie zadziała. Czyli teraz tak. Tu byliśmy, czyli możemy iść do łazienki albo na górę.
Before my shower, I tried to light it so I'd be warm when I got out, but there's no wood. No, the temperature's perfect in here, at least for fall.
Czyli już wiemy, że mamy jesień. W sumie pomału się zbliża. Pomału zbliża się wrzesień, a potem jesień, a potem będzie zima i znowu zimno. Nie lubię.
Commode? Oh, the toilet. Well, if I'm forced to call it the commode then.
Może chcesz skorzystać?
I won't get into the details, but I already checked down there, and despite being spotless, the stench it emanates is horrific. The fancy commode is nauseating.
No bo to kibel.
Bottles of shampoo, bath gel, a sponge, that kind of stuff. I took a shower a while ago, and I don't want to wear out my welcome, not even for the sake of hygiene.
Częste mycie skraca życie, tak to się mówi.
It's a jacuzzi with a million little soothing jets aimed at every part of your body for maximum relaxation. To do that, I'd have to take off my jacket, shirt, pants, panties, and call me a prude. But I'm not doing that while the bathroom door is still open.
Zamkniemy drzwi. Dajcie znać w komentarzu, kto chciałby zobaczyć, jak Gina się kąpie.
No, Bennett said he'd take care of searching upstairs. It might not be a bad idea to ask him how he's doing, though.
What is it, Gina?
First of all, can I make you some coffee?
Don't tempt me, Gina. I gave up on coffee the day Brian ran away.
How come?
After recent events, my brain has been so traumatized that consuming any stimulants could create an imbalance in my mental equilibrium. You know, I produce enough adrenaline and dopamine to fill an entire coffee maker myself.
Oh, I bet. Or even two.
Co do Chapmana.
Hey, about Chapman.
Możesz powiedzieć mi coś jeszcze na temat śmierci Chapmana?
Could you tell me anything more about Chapman's death?
He had been fishing that day, but we know he returned here in mid-afternoon because he received a telephone call at 6:15 p.m.
Wiadomo coś na temat rozmowy, którą Chapman odebrał przed śmiercią?
Is anything known about that call Chapman received the afternoon he died?
I haven't figured it out yet, but what is clear is that the call was cut off. In fact, the line was cut off for a few days, and they came to repair it during the investigation.
A właśnie, kto prowadził śledztwo?
Now that you mention it, who investigated the case?
In the beginning, the county sheriff, but then the military and the FBI took over and sent him home. Since the contact who gave me the keys to this place belongs to the FBI, I know the investigation was a mess, almost non-existent.
Czemu śledztwo było takie nieudolne?
Why was the investigation so sloppy?
Kordsmeyer's death and Brian's trial had already stirred up too much of a fuss. Since Chapman's demise seemed like a clear case of suicide, with a gunshot to the temple and his own gun in his hand and no other signs of violence, the feds and army came in, they took a few fingerprints, a couple photos, rummaged through some drawers, and case closed.
Czemu śledztwo było takie nieudolne?
Why was the investigation so sloppy?
Like I said, the day before, he called Judge Whitley and told her he had to give her an important document. Just imagine it. Hey, Judge Whitley, tomorrow I'll be delivering my suicide note to you. Well, you don't need a degree in psychiatry to realize it doesn't add up.
Co wiesz na temat życia Chapmana?
What do you know about Chapman's life?
Very little. He was born right here in Winkaping County. He loved sports. He was a calm and quiet man. His wife died a few years back, and he isn't known to have had any romances since.
Czemu dom jest taki czysty pół roku po śmierci Chapmana?
Why is the cabin so clean 6 months after Chapman's death?
The cleaning lady has been coming in once a week because Chapman paid her for 6 months' work in advance, and her time's not up yet.
Let's drop Chapman's death for a bit.
Okay, any other questions?
Oczywiście, mam dużo pytań. Jeśli chodzi o to, co tu robimy.
You know, about our objectives in this house.
Po co tu przyjechaliśmy?
What did we come here to do?
Our mission here consists of 2 parts. To find that message Chapman wanted to give the judge, and to look for clues which prove my theory that he did not commit suicide.
Znaleźliśmy już coś z tego, czego szukamy?
Have we found any of the stuff we're looking for?
Unfortunately, I haven't. However, everything seems to indicate that Chapman had a laptop here, which is now missing.
Who took it? The military? The FBI?
Perhaps, but it also could have been taken by the killer.
Or maybe Chapman hid it himself.
Good thinking, Gina. Good thinking.
Mamy jakiekolwiek pozwolenie, żeby tu być?
Do we have authorization from anyone to be here?
Not exactly, but sort of. I have a friend at the FBI. I asked him for help, and he sent me the keys to the cabin and several documents related with the investigation. That and my status as a court psychiatrist should keep anyone from bothering us.
One other thing.
Przy okazji, ta studnia.
By the way, about that well, you wouldn't have those keys by any chance, would you?
Yes, hold on, I'll toss them to you. Here you go.
Damn, right under the kitchen cabinets. Where are they? I bet they fell into that hole. My hand doesn't fit there either. Hey, Bennett?
Yes?
The keys slipped out of my hands and, well, they fell into the cabinet and...
And? I'd imagine something as silly as that would be no problem for you. Or am I mistaken?
Problem? No, of course. I just wanted to keep you informed. Damn it.
To nie będzie wcale takie łatwe. Czy jeszcze mogę porozmawiać z Bennettem na wszystkie tematy?
No, Bennett said he'd take care of searching upstairs.
Okej, no dobra. Zajrzyj pod szafki kuchenne. Mamy tutaj jakąś kopertę, jest dziura, dobra. Ręki tam nie włożę, ale obstawiam, że za pomocą tej łopatki wyciągnę tą kopertę.
Good idea, Gina.
Cóż takiego znajdziemy w środku?
How weird, it doesn't have a stamp. No. No way. That in there? No. It's empty.
Pusta koperta?
Not so sure about that.
Nie wiem, do czego by mi miała się przydać pusta koperta. Ale ja bym chciał wyciągnąć... no właśnie. Chciałbym wyciągnąć. Ale jak?
I'm sure the keys Bennett tossed me fell under here. Oh, I hope there aren't any rats. You know, I'd love to, but the space between the cabinet and the floor is too small for my hand.
Potrzebowałbym na pewno jakiegoś narzędzia, żeby tutaj włożyć i to wydostać. Nie wiem, może jakiś łom albo coś.
No, Bennett said he...
Bennett powiedział, popatrz na szuflady.
When I opened it during my thorough search,
Nie mogę wziąć jakiegoś pogrzebacza albo coś? Chyba nie.
it looks specially placed there so that you'll run into it every time you come through the door.
Chyba że coś na zewnątrz jeszcze znajdę. Pod mostkiem. O, tu coś mamy, jakąś szopę.
Darn, it's locked with a heavy-duty padlock.
Kolejna kłódka?
The door is locked shut with a padlock. Using a wire cutter? Sounds difficult.
To mi w niczym nie pomoże.
I guess Bennett rented it to come here. I don't even have the keys, and I've always been awful at hot wiring cars. Not that I have anywhere to go.
Okej, dobra. Idź do domek. Idź na tylny ganek. Wejdź do domku. Ości!
They're hanging from hooks and fishing lines tied to a short, thin rope.
Żyłka i haczyk, to może mi się przydać.
They're hanging from hooks and fishing lines tied to a short, thin rope. I couldn't cut through the fishing line with my bare hands, and they're too tough to gnaw through.
Ale mamy szczypce.
I don't see what good the fish bones would do me, but... This will definitely end up coming in handy.
No, zdecydowanie i mam nadzieję, że dzięki temu uda się wyjąć klucze spod tej szafki. Pobawmy się w wędkarza.
That sounds good. That was a cinch. I knew all along I could nab him.
To nie było wcale takie trudne. Skoro mamy klucze, to uda się zapewne teraz otworzyć
Yes. Now it'll be a piece of cake.
tą studnię. Tylko żeby nie wyszła stamtąd dziewczynka.
Shoot. It's pitch black down there.
Ale coś tam jest, ewidentnie.
Very dark down there.
Jest bardzo ciemno tam na dole. A gdybym tak zaświecił telefonem komórkowym?
I'd rather not get rid of that.
Nie masz się pozbywać, masz włączyć latarkę. Okulary słoneczne.
No, I'm not doing that.
Czyli będę teoretycznie potrzebował jakiejś latarki. Dobra, cały czas mam klucze w ekwipunku, więc może do tej szopy na tyłach też będzie któryś klucz pasował.
All right. Yuck! This is a pigsty. Oh, of course. I forgot. Bennett told me the FBI agents in the military did a full search in here. All the better. Saves me more time.
Trochę tu ciemno, ale mam nadzieję, że coś znajdę.
Your normal everyday wetsuit for diving. That's a men's model. Looks thick. Another clue that Chapman did not kill himself. With such a nice rope to hang himself, why would Chapman commit suicide with a gun and stain those hardwood floors? Of course, men do have a thing for... Hey, wait. Why isn't there any blood on the floor of the cabin? This is getting more and more complicated. Oh, it smells putrid. No thanks. It looks like the one the bad guy wore in that movie, what was it called again? I saw it last summer, but I can't remember the name. Okay, when it rains. If it rains. And on top of everything, I can't remember the title of that spooky movie.
Ja tym bardziej.
What big eyes you have. They have a dual visor, the normal part to cover your eyes, and the other, which, if I'm not mistaken, magnifies whatever you're looking at.
Ciekawe.
Looks like the county sheriff and Chapman got along really well. No, that fish looks slimy and gross. Fishing hooks, wire cutter, been there, done that. There are several things that could have come in handy before, but I've moved on since then.
Było minęło, powiadasz, tak? Pudełka.
Whoever searched this joint really got into it. They left everything so organized. There's nothing that really draws my attention, maybe the Capote puppy, but now is no time for playing with dolls. There's a mixture of garden tools, painting accessories, fishing tackle. After a quick glance, my conclusion is that there is nothing I really need or want. Now I understand why there's no clothesline in the yard.
A po co sznur do bielizny? Proszki do prania.
Did Chapman do his own laundry? Ever since I ran away from home, I've always lived in tiny little apartments, so I've never had one.
Wydaje mi się, że nic więcej już stąd zabrać nie mogę. Dobra. Czyli tak, mam linę. Nie wiem, czy po linie będę mógł się spuścić do studni, ale za chwilę to spróbuję. No i mam też gogle do nurkowania.
They have a dual visor, the normal part to cover your eyes, and the other, which, if I'm not mistaken, magnifies whatever you're looking at.
Jestem ciekaw, czy za pomocą tych gogli dostrzegę coś na kopercie albo na rękawicach.
I don't think it has anything on it but dust. Wait, those are spider hairs. So long on the ground, I guess it's normal. But what a freaking huge spider, huh? It has something written on it. Hurricane. Could that be Chapman's boxing name?
Huragan.
No, I can all...
No dobra. Mam linę, więc sprawdzę, czy tą linę będę mógł użyć na studni.
I'd rather not get rid of that.
Czyli jednak nie. Nawet nie mogę tego nigdzie tutaj przywiązać.
This is no time to start...
To ja nie wiem. Może powinienem porozmawiać z Bennettem.
No, Bennett said he'd take care of searching upstairs.
Czyli jednak nie.
There are some bizarre little hairs stuck to the edge. I'd swear they were spider hairs.
Pajęcze włoski.
I'd rather not get rid of that. No, Bennett...
To co w związku z tym miałbym dalej zrobić? Chyba że, poczekajcie, wyjdę na zewnątrz i może będę mógł za pomocą tych gogli obejrzeć to, co znajduje się na dole.
Very dark down there. This only magnifies what I can see, but if there's no light, all I will see is a much larger, dark space.
No właśnie, jeżeli nie ma światła,
Not so sure about that.
czyli potrzebowałbym jeszcze jakąś lampę. Tylko skąd takową wziąć? Z kominka? Nie. Tu są półki. Okej, tutaj też nic nie ma.
No, Bennett said they lead upstairs.
Prowadzą na górę. Chyba że w tej szopie coś jeszcze znajdę.
It's driving me insane that I can't remember the name of that movie with the evil raincoat guy. How annoying.
Co cię to interesuje, naprawdę? O, jest jakiś but. Aha, ale to jest but od płaszczu.
No, one of the boots is missing, so I would walk a little lopsided.
Stół, pudełka. Ale nie widzę żadnej lampki, którą bym mógł zabrać ze sobą. No ciekawe. O, popatrz na drewniany gadżet.
Either that is a fishing pole rack or my name isn't Gina Timmons. Well, actually, my name is Georgina Nicole, but not even Brian knows that.
No nic. Bez lampki niczego więcej nie zrobię. Tak mi się przynajmniej wydaje. Słuchajcie, moi drodzy, w tym miejscu kończymy ten odcineczek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał. Wybaczcie, że te odcinki trwają tak po 30 minut, a nie są dłuższe, ale ta gierka też nie jest zbyt długa, a ja też chcę troszeczkę czasu poświęcić na inne rzeczy. Dlatego takie 30-minutowe odcinki. A tymczasem dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!